So wheel, cassettes, instant backwards, cassette, pedal.
So it's a new style Freecoaster?
Yeah. You asked, I'm delivering. But first, like any good experiment, we need a control. I'm gonna do 3 runs at a fakie, go as far as I can. Then after we put it on, we'll do it again and see if it's better. I have a lovely cameraman today, Cody. He's also gonna take part in the experiment.
Oh God, oh God. Maybe the farthest I've ever seen Brant fakie.
Literally, see, this is what I was gonna say. I suck at fakies. So, it's the hub's gonna help me a lot, I think. And that's gonna be my mark. I'm just gonna do 1. I'm not gonna go further than that, and I'm not gonna embarrass myself. That's like exactly the same thing as I did. Literally almost exactly the same. 180 the spine, fakie to the quarter, that's a good test too.
Yeah, but I'm not.
You can do it on yours.
Yeah, I'm not doing that on your bike.
That's fine. Control, group, test 1. Oh boy. So Cody's already pretty good at faking. I'll take another one on that. Okay. I can't even do it. There's the control.
In the previous game of bike with me, you and Sponge, you did do it. Wait a second.
What?
Your fly's down.
It's broke. Okay, so my last one, you don't, if you want to.
My brakes aren't good enough to do it.
Okay, so that was actually decent. All right, those are the controls. Now we're gonna get the wheel put on and do the exact same thing again and see if it improves. Boom, and we're on. I haven't done anything with it yet. Does it crank flip? It does. So wheel, cassettes, instant backwards, cassette, pedal. Interesting. Let's try it. Okay, so coming from a profile totem hub, which is exactly the same as the Mini, I do feel a tiny little bit of slack in the engagement. You can see here, I'm going forward, back pedal, it's there, but barely. Like, there's no free coasters that free coast with this little of slack in the pedaling because it's in cassette mode. So they told me to pedal around the park and kind of break the hub in first. I've done that. So now we're gonna go back to our experiment, to the first one, and see if faking is a different story than before, and just test it out in general. I have not done one single fakie on it yet, so this is a fresh experiment. My lovely cameraman. Just to prove there's no disengagement, I'm gonna pedal all the way to it. Oh, that was my own fault. God, free coasters are crazy. So clearly my fakie skills need work. I'm clearly not the best fakier. There we go, proper example of a fakie, because he can actually fakie. Well, he broke past the point we went to. Oh my God. So you went like 15 feet further.
So, to the spine?
To the spine.
All right.
You going first?
I guess it's gonna kick me out of this so fast.
Perfect. First try. There you go. He didn't get it last time, but it was basically it.
This is the true test.
What?
This is the true test.
True.
1,000 times better.
You can't argue with that. You really can't. All right, I'll do this one then. just like any other coaster. So good.
So the only thing I can see the difference would be between this and a normal one would be the pedal back. It still engages sometimes.
Yeah. So you just don't have to pedal it.
Yeah.
I've got a couple tricks that I like to do on a regular basis with fakies involved. I'm gonna do those and see what happens. So this isn't exactly a review. This is just first impressions and first use of the hub. If you put any pedal pressure on whatsoever, it's engaged. I think this might be a learning curve a little bit. This might be a complete learning curve because I've never ridden a free coaster before. Not like on my bike. No, I haven't. Nope. Nope.
Dirt bike?
Nope. Never had a free coaster on my bike before, so this is kind of a learning thing. So I let Cody ride my bike, and I'm not doing this for the third time, but this is what happened. Perfect. Yet I seem to not be able to do that, period, on an Abubaca. So I think it's me. Perfect. 5-tap the fakie.
Like on the ground, because I'll be using them. And then
Pedal pressure, and then you just pop in the 180. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Perfect case, because I can't use pedal pressure. You mean you don't want to do it in the dust field? Ooh, what happened? It didn't engage. Oh no.
Oh, that sucked. My left cheek is blown out. I'm not doing that.
No.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna expect a little bit of slack, and it just went all the way down.
Maybe you should have pedaled first.
I did.
I don't know.
That's why I am not a free coaster guy. I like mine to be there.
We're gonna do another science experiment here. We're gonna roll up the quarter with no pressure on the pedals whatsoever in fakie. Then we're gonna try with varying levels of pressure and see what it takes. So first is nothing, no pressure, clearly. Second, all right, we're gonna start applying the pressure a little bit. Oh, instantly. Right? It's gonna engage. Yeah. What about? Oh, I pushed and then let off and it worked. I think the conclusion for this is that I need to learn how to ride a free coaster, and I need to ride with someone who actually rides free coasters to give an opinion on this thing, because clearly I'm not educated or skilled enough with free coasters yet to even have an opinion. So I'm editing here, and I wanted to give a little bit of context and a little bit of more information to what is going to go on in the next part of this video. They told me before I got this hub that it needed to be broken in, and I thought that we did enough to break it in, but clearly we did not, because as the session progressed and towards the end of the day and towards what you're about to see, things just kept getting better and better. So the tricks that didn't work previously in the video as well, the ice pick to fakie and the Abubaca, they started working very well, and you're going to see that in the next few clips. I just didn't say it. Let me know if you think I should do another update before doing a full review. With that, I hope a good percentage of you made it to this point so that you can form your opinions on this hub based on the knowledge that this hub is absolutely nowhere near broken in this video. This is just the very first time it has ever been ridden. So with that, come back to the channel or stick around for future updates in the full review, and let's get into the rest of this video. So a little bit ago, I tried to do my normal ice pick tricks and I went to fakie and it worked perfectly. So we're gonna try and see if it works again. There it is, you saw it. Ice bar to fakie, and then in a Abubaca. Perfect. I don't know. I guess I just need to learn how to use a Freecoaster. All right, so I think I'm starting to kind of get the gist of things. So I'm gonna try and have a little fun with this. Oh yeah, I realize the Abubaca candy bar isn't exactly a good example for this Freecoaster because I backpedal before I go back in. I just like that trick. I had it, and I messed it up. Yeah. That is the one. Yes. So with that, if you enjoyed the video, check out the video of the internals, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.